I thought I would pop on here. I'm still working out how to get lives into my current routine. Usually I would be doing my morning exercises, but I thought I'd just pop on here for a little bit and then go back to doing my exercise. So I haven't fully dressed for the morning. And I just wanted to come on here, and this is a message to my mothers especially, because yesterday we went to the park for quite a while and we met quite a few different mums on the park, and there was just this sense of a lot of mums feel like they're failing, and whether they're stressed about my little one's climbing me, whether or not they're stressed about finances, making nutritious foods for their family, child behavior. There were lots of different ones. A lot of people were still struggling after having had to have like IVF to get pregnant, so their bodies went through that, and a lot of parents just weren't fully prepared for having children. And you're okay. And so I just want to share that, and as I did with these mothers, like you're not failing, and you just don't have the right information yet. You haven't come across it. It's just not. It's not in you yet, the answer to whatever you feel like you're failing at. And a lot of us don't have the time to either find the knowledge, or a lot of people are so stuck in survival mode that they don't have the time and energy to find the answer. Whereas if they found the answer, it would make a lot of things a lot easier. And so, as an example, I do have a nutrition course available that I personally follow, and I have a nutrition background, so I've worked a lot on that. And I personally have lost 20 kilos, which is like 35 pounds. And so I've made that available, and I had one person who was not ready to purchase it, which is fine. Someone who was dealing with their own mental health, but a lot of the time, nutrition is not the number one thing for mental health if you're eating right. And my husband was saying this to me yesterday. I will read to you in a minute soon, darling. And so when nutrition is your number one thing and you don't want to invest in it, and it's causing mental health things, then that really is the first thing that needs to happen. However, this client wasn't ready because they were stuck in their own mental loop. And that's the thing, like when information is presented to you in order for you to find success, we really have to take that opportunity. And so when I was pregnant with my kids, I took that opportunity to learn as much as possible. They're currently playing peekaboo with each other. And so I really spent that time. I knew how important it was to be someone who was very knowledgeable about something I'd never done before. And so I've had amazing success through my pregnancies. I had very easy births, and I have very healthy, happy children. And listening to other mums on their playgrounds, quite a few of them just complaining about having kids when I really feel like it's an absolute blessing. It's sad. It's sad to hear that people aren't enjoying their experience, because I absolutely have been enjoying my experience, and people who I work with have really put a few different lifestyle things in, and they've had the knowledge then to create a successful journey. And this goes for every part of our life. I find that people would prefer to complain about their situation than actually to invest in their time, their energy, their resources into getting the answer that they need to change their life. And, a lot of people do complain that they don't have the energy, and it's like, we'll have more sleep, or complaining about the money. And my husband and I actually sat yesterday afternoon and was saying that because one of the mums was saying she didn't have the money. If she had the money, she'd have another child. And my husband and I were discussing how, like, you could make more money easily, and as a family, or he doesn't believe that a woman should go back to work and not take care of the children. He thinks that's a very vital part of a child's upbringing, is for the mother to be there, and that I share that same belief. That's why this is my little fun thing, and my kids are my main priority. And I'll sometimes help a client if they come to me. But his belief is like the man really needs to help provide that. And so, yeah, we were thinking of all these different ways people could make money, but people use that as an excuse every day. And this is my message: is everything is an opportunity to change something. And and yes, darling, go on, you go, you can do it, we're right here. My almost 3-year-old is fully toilet trained, but he likes his 15-month-old brother to go with him, because my 15-month-old is starting to get interested in going to the toilet, so he's trying to get his brother to go with him. And his brother's happy playing, he doesn't want to do that. So yeah, every opportunity that you have, there's so much free information. Like, if you're here on YouTube, there are answers to so many things that people are struggling with, that they feel like they're failing at. And we can really change the world by having this knowledge and sharing this knowledge, and stop focusing on everything being a failure. And I'm not into the hard and fast approach to things. So if I say exercise, like, so I'm 15 months postpartum, and it's been a process of, I was just walking after giving birth. Go wash your hands, please. And now I'm getting a bit more into strength and lean, and making sure that my whole body is working together, which I've worked in that industry in the past, making sure that everything's working together. Go wash your hands, please. The toys will be here when you get back. And so that is my slow progress, but it will be successful because I'm slowly implementing it all. And this is to say, for everything, people, they give something a go once, it didn't work, and then they give up. And when things are so important to us, and for me, success in every aspect of my life is like my biggest driver. And excellent, sweetheart. And so, because success in every area of my life is so important, I've learned that going really, really hard at something before I have all the knowledge and is setting myself up for failure. Whereas now I do things a lot more slowly and intentionally, and really work out what works for me, and that's what I've done with my children as well. There are so many different mothering styles, and I've had people go, yeah, well, that's not what I do, or that didn't work for me, which is 100% fine as well. I just like to share what has worked for me and for other people, and has made my life feel really successful. But I think a lot of us first need to take the pressure off ourselves and stop looking at the thing we think we're failing at as an issue. It's not failing. It's just, it sometimes can be a reroute. So it's the universe, God, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, just saying, hey, dear sweetheart, can you move out? He's trying to get through. Will you show him how to build it, darling? And so they're learning to build together instead of knocking everything down. Hey, darling. And so, yeah, we just need to take that pressure off ourselves. There is, a lot of the time I do strive for perfection, but I don't need to be perfect for anyone else but myself. And it's only a guiding compass. It's not to see if I'm not doing something perfectly that it is a failure. It's just going, I want to get this thing really right and successful, and therefore I'm going to do my best I possibly can at it. Keep building, darling. And so, yeah, I really believe that the first step in towards success is releasing the idea that you are failing. And because we have this amazing, wonderful life, and a lot of the time people don't even appreciate that they're living this amazing, wonderful life. So I always remember the fact that if I woke up and I'm breathing this morning, there's no way I can be failing. And I want to teach my children that things not going exactly how they thought it should or how they planned is not failing. It's just an opportunity to learn. Like my son is right now, he's playing with Lego and it's not going exactly how he has planned, but it's no reason to get upset. We just keep building. Yeah, just keep building. And we work out how to put all the pieces together so that it's nice and strong and stable. I love Lego as a metaphor. Hey, just breathe. Just breathe. Remember, we're gonna work out how to make it stable. Yeah. Work out how to make it stable. You got to put all the pillars in. Yeah. Excellent, sweetheart. And so, yeah, that's what I teach other people in my life, like relationship breakups. Maybe it was meant to happen and it wasn't your person, and that's okay. And people losing their jobs, if we look at it as an opportunity to find where we want to go next and what inspires us, and how we can help the world and feel like a really amazing person. If we're overweight and we can't lose the weight, it's an opportunity to look inside yourself and work out, what are you holding on to? What isn't working for you? How can you make health and fitness gentle? He's holding that one. You find something else, darling. Why don't you go find the bees? And so it's an opportunity to make something really sustainable and not something that's just going to be a quick fix. And love and loss teaches us so much. If you've lost a loved one, I often see people come on here and want to share about them losing someone. I always feel like if I've lost someone in my life, I've now lost a few relatives in the last few years, which I hadn't been able to say before. I lost someone as I finished school a long time ago, but the thing that brings me a lot of peace having lost someone is that they had, I think of their amazing qualities and what they would want to impart on my life. And so I carried that with me, whether they were, I had a great grandmother who was very entrepreneurial, and I hold that in myself as that, I now have that ability to be very entrepreneurial because she gave me that gift. And I think of her when I need that strength. I lost my one of my side of my family's grandparents, and they owned an amazing. Okay, I'll help you look for the crane in a minute, darling. And they owned a top restaurant, and so they were also very entrepreneurial. So rather than feeling their loss, I tap in and think about the extraordinary things that they did and how I can use that wisdom and that knowledge and ability that they did something incredible to move through my own life. And I just think that everything that we are deeming as a failure, my husband used to not sleep. He had a lot of issues sleeping through the night, and that was just his body and his life helping him find a new career. And he now loves his changed career, and we make sleep a priority in our family, and we do everything to really work at that. We lay down with our kids at night and help them go to sleep. If we need the extra sleep, we often fall asleep, and so we're getting extra sleep in. And so rather than him seeing his sleeplessness as a I can't move this chair, darling. It was an opportunity to learn something new and change our life. And so for everyone, but also definitely for my mums, it's about just sitting with the thing that you feel like you're failing at, whether you're not spending enough time with your kids, whether financially you're really struggling. There's people who don't have a lot of help. I didn't have huge amounts of help either. I was talking to an international mother who no longer has her family with her, and she said that was a real struggle for her, which I did experience, not having that support when my boys were little. But I also found that for me, it meant that I didn't have other people's opinions and their style of parenting influencing me. So I actually see that as a gift, and I'm not worse for wear for it, because it showed me how strong my relationship is with my husband, and we got through that, and we now help support other families who we have the knowledge and know-how for other families, and we share that knowledge. So I just want to share that maybe you need this message today, that whatever it is, you're not failing. I know society likes to make us think, we're not pretty enough, we're not handsome enough, we're too old, we're too young. we don't have enough money, our house isn't nice enough, our car isn't good enough, we're not smart enough, we don't have the wisdom, we're not fit enough, all those different things that I'm here for you, you're not failing. We can find the answer for whatever it is, and you've got this. Today is a new opportunity for you to find your answer, for you to love your life, and for you to find some success in whatever it is you're doing. And I like to come from a place of I don't give unsolicited advice. If someone's watching me here, then they've come to me for something. But like with these mothers on the playground, I'm not giving them unsolicited advice. I'm sharing, if they ask me, I'm sharing with them my views and my experience, and just fully accepting another human for their experience as well. Not making other people feel like they're failing more is a huge thing. You could get it, sweetheart. It's just over there. And like, I want to raise my kids to be kind humans, being able to stand up for themselves, not people pleasers, but absolutely be kind people, and to have avenues to share their wisdom. I was saying to a family member how, for me, YouTube, doing these videos, is a way for me to send a digital diary to my children of our life and what I've been through, and hopefully, it'll still be here when they have their families, and their partners, if they're struggling through things, or if my grandchildren are struggling through things, that I can share this wisdom. And she found that really like a beautiful why of why I'm here sharing with people. And I just think a lot more people need encouragement. I was reading a book, and just she was sharing how normal it is to be struggling, and it is quite normal to hear people struggling in every aspect of their life. However, I don't want to be the person that is, how do I best say this? I don't want to be the person who's saying, "Oh my God, my life is so hard. It's miserable." I want to be the person that says, "Sometimes we don't always get it right, but life is beautiful anyway, and let's not look at the struggle. Let's look at how to take the next step, put the next strong foundation in our life, and make this area of our life work so that we can be inspirations to other people." There's enough doom and gloom out there that I'm not going to be the person adding to that. Oh, guys, you're okay. And so this is motherhood. This is the fun that my cheeky little monsters are climbing all over me, and I just love every moment of it, even when I'm tired, even if I'm having my own emotions. I've learned how to really regulate all of that so that I can sit here and tell you that I love my life. And I'm so grateful for my beautiful family. And there are parts that I'm definitely, oopsie, you okay? I'm definitely still working on. You're okay. Just be careful when you're climbing, okay? You don't want to fall down. You have to get a nice, strong footing. And so there are absolutely things that I'm working on, but I don't see, because they're not happening necessarily always straight away, it's not a failure. It's I'm still working on this. I've got my list of things. As another family member of mine said, I've got my list and I'm working on ticking those things off. and I'm just not living in the mental space of everything is failing, and like that's not inspiring or helpful for anyone. That just creates more struggle, and then people see you struggling, and then they accept that that's a normal part of life, which I feel, if I'm showing the world that I don't live in struggle, then I can help other people that are and show them a different way. I just don't want to be a part of, I don't follow a lot of social media because I don't want to be a part of the massive struggle. I do and did have a Threads account, but a lot of the threads, especially for mums, was all about how hard being a mum is. And rather than sharing knowledge and wisdom, a lot of mums were just complaining. And for me, that's the opposite of what I want to be a part of. I want to be sharing information of things that worked and sharing my experience, because I think my experience of motherhood hasn't just been a miracle, because I actually have intentionally done a lot of it, and I study every day how to be the best daughter, the best wife, the best parent, the best. I'm in the, I guess, coaching industry. I'm learning every day how to use YouTube. YouTube, darling. I have been working out how to do both YouTube and also YouTube podcasts, and I've actually been finding that it's like wants to double up, and it doesn't want to upload from my phone if I do a voice recording. And I just feel like, okay, I'm not failing and I'm not going to give up. I'm just still learning a new skill, and in 10 years time I may have worked it out. And I'm really wanting to create a kind community pardon me, a kind community that wants to share and make a beautiful tribe. I know a lot of YouTubers have these amazing people, tribes following them and sharing wisdom and knowledge, and so people don't feel, I mean, my target audience is mainly mothers or expecting mothers, but I've had, okay, gentle, okay, breathe, breathe. We don't push, Oliver. We don't push. Hey, not kind. Can you say you're sorry? Make sure that he's okay. Give him a cuddle and a kiss. And look, he's sad, darling, because you pushed him. Yeah. Make sure, Ollie, make sure he's going to check that you're okay. Thank you, guys. No more pushing. No more breaking each other's Lego. Me mothering on camera. You guys are okay now? And this is, I took a big break off YouTube, and I had done a particular video where my little one was teething, and people were like, you need to go feed your baby, because he was upset. And it did put me off a little bit, because I am their full-time mom. Yeah, okay, sweetheart. And my husband does work, and we like to spend a lot of time together after he works. So being able to still share information and mother, that's why I thought I'd just like jump on now before I do my morning exercises. And just, yeah, like I was saying, building community. I actually have had a lot of men follow me, which I've worked with a lot of men too. I think men are struggling just as much as women to understand the world and maybe to find the right partner, to understand their role and responsibility in our world, because a lot of things are changing. Some people are for it, some people are against it, and I think more and more people are in survival mode, and so I'm here to make a community of people who want to share success um, and that sort of thing, and be a part of happy, healthy families, and equality and all of that, but in the right measure. Uh, and I'm not here. I'm here as a woman. I don't need to be a man and do a man's job, which I feel like a lot of women are also struggling with as mothers. Yeah, a man's job. We still all are born with, whether you're a man who feels more feminine and a woman who feels more masculine, that can definitely work. But I am a feminine woman with a masculine husband, and that is our, thank you, darling. And we're raising 2 boys, so that's our current view and way of the world. But I'm all for you doing you and how you want to live and how you love, and so all inclusion here. And I'm someone who, if you make a nasty comment, I will tell you to leave. I tell people in my life to leave if they make nasty comments in real life. I just don't think we need more of that in our world. And so, yeah, thank you for being here with me. I would love if you'd love to be part of my community, like, comment, subscribe, all of that. And I will be back as soon as I can to share more. But yeah, just remember, you're not failing. It's just another opportunity to learn something new, to change something, to grow. And that is the wisdom that I would give my children and my children's children. So yeah, thank you for being here with me today. I am from Australia. Some of the comments, I'm not quite sure what they mean, but I appreciate you commenting anyway. Hello from wherever you are from.